I know how to live. I am doing this for me. Always on red alert. Yes, and then we have Danilo in Berile again. Papa, what challenges do people not understand every face when learning? Learning Afa sometimes can be difficult. Why is it difficult? Because the stories in Afa are very, very important. Knowledge of Ewe, or even if you do have the knowledge of every language, you may still find it difficult. The best is strength in everything. So if someone who can translate the language to your understanding, then you don't have a problem. But if you go to a person who wants to call a pestle, let's say in Akan language, they want to call pestle in Akan language, which is Woma in Akan language. And then the person is calling it Bankuta, which is two different words altogether. Because the Banku stick also, they use it to cook food. And the pestle too, they use it to prepare food. But if the person is mixing the language, then automatically you will be understanding what he is saying. And at the end of the day, when you apply it, when my nephews and nieces were here and we were going to cook fufu for Ese one time, I asked them to make the fufu. They went and used apotoyua. Look, it's a world full of funny people against themselves. So they may be only teaching from somebody's story that they end. Yes, let's go up. Walid Mohammed. How do I get what I really want from my late mother? I don't know, Walid. How can I know what you want from your late mother, and what is the relationship with me and your late mother whereby I can go and tell her that she should give it to you? I think you have to ask your people if there's any way, do a reading and consultation you are wanting from her. Thank you very much, Walid. Then we have Nana Koko Sechi again. I have been smelling smoking for the past 2 weeks now. Is there anything I have to do? I've been smelling smoking. There is a smoke somewhere. You cannot be smelling smoking when there's no smoke anywhere. Look around your house, whether your ceiling or electricals or anything is not on fire. Because something or nothing is burning. But if you have been smelling smoke for 2 weeks, 2 weeks is long. You have to really check. You have to check out. Maybe there's some fire, forest fire is burning and the smoke is flowing through the air. So, but I don't know what, I've never had any experience of smoking or if it's a cigarette smoke you are smelling, then that's another thing. If it is ganja smoke you are smelling, then it's another thing. But Jen had stayed with before who knows how to smoke. If the person had been a big, heavy smoker, or the kind of smell of the kind of smoke that we are smelling, if the person is someone who had been associated with that smell when he was alive, then there is possibility that that person is sending you a message that you should do something. And then we have Togbe Willie. What is it? What's my beloved queen? You are you during the walk. Great. And I heard that you were explaining the dead in heaven. This heaven story are lies. I wish we could know the truth about heaven. Papa, what I love about you always is the truth telling. May the creators bless you. Thank you very much, Henry. I'm very grateful to you. Because the story have been, we were from childhood. They just put fear into you. Because, religion lives on fear and deceit. House, is that not? Hell is supposed to be Saturday again. If somebody who is fire, he's still alive. So we will go and live with him and we will be alive. We don't need to be afraid of fire and show you. So what is the fire in heaven? We are afraid of it. My tongue is not even bent. So how to turn cassava into gari? Of course, Papa, the stomach need to get fed. Yes, I know. And that's all that we are doing. We don't do anything. We are only feeding the stomach. That's all. Nothing. White man feeds stomach small, he feeds his head too small. Then he know that you're allowed to farm. Then you say, no, oh, this white man is very kind, he's making road for me. You don't know he's going to pick all the gold on the way. Evans J is laughing, everybody, Kadi Fisher, everybody is laughing because we know how to make gari, isn't it? Kadi and Angie to ask, who is King James? Yes, that man who was a crazy man in Britain is the one who writes book for answers. God, he wrote in book and get version. The name, bring it down. The name of an insane slaver is on the front of the Bible. Yes, it is. They know that they made the black man suffer, and then they use the Bible to make us stupid as we remain until today, and children are still learning it. And then we have that's Ramana. Then we get to Kadi Fisher. Faith without work is dead. That's very true, Kadi. Thank you very much. And then Senna Tuesday, greetings, Papa. I'm on my way coming. Okay, Senna, thank you very much. We are here waiting. And then again, Senna Tuesday, sorry, I was at the art festival this morning. No problem. With the one eye and all these things. And when you draw that symbol on your building, in Ghana or any part in Africa, they say you are worshiping the devil because you didn't put Jesus Christ cross. How many symbols of knowledge in America are the symbols of the cross? That is just white man's way to rule you forever. And then Michelle Antoine Millard, greetings and blessings from New Zealand. Yes, Michelle, how are you? Thank you very much. And then replying to Michelle, Ifambu Mironda, welcome, my dear cousin. Okay, so I see. Michelle is and Ifabumi are cousins. Wow, great. Thank you very much. Van Perry, big brother, how are you? Hello, Papa. Please provide a brief summary of witches for the Westerners. Are they spirits? Are they divine? Clearly, they have a reason for existing in this universe. No? What are they? Okay. You see, the topic of witchcraft, my son Senna wanted to write about it some time back, and I told him he should be very, very careful. The concept of witchcraft in Ghana, the name, or in Ewe, the name we call it in Ewe is Ajehe, means the bed of the witches. Here, when we see it, hey, if we don't kill it, it has to run away, and if it doesn't run away, we will find a way to kill it. Because in our psyche, it is believed that the witches ride on them to come and destroy. Witchcraft is an act on its own, just like any other spiritual act is. And people perfected it in order to boost their own lives and also to destroy others who are challenging them. But we believe very strongly that behind back of God is the witch power. They are also divine entities on their own. If you don't know how to walk on their path, they disturb you. If you know how to walk their path, they will not bother you, they let you pass and go. I keep it there. Okay, says big sister Ifadara, when you set the table do one use fork and knife or just a spoon? Okay, you know, big sister Ifadara, the cultures are different. In Africa, we don't eat with spoon, but naturally, the hand came as a spoon, it came as a fork, came as a knife, came as everything before man started building up that. So when you get food, you use your hand to eat. So when you save the ancestors, but of course, the cultures from where you and many other people in the diaspora are coming, they use. So when you save what to drink, when they drink what the alcohol, They will go when they start getting hungry. What if they are going to use their mouth to eat it? It's their palava, it's not yours. Background. Yes, maybe, but just save the food. That's fine. I think even cultures that eat with chopstick, even still sometimes use their hands to eat some foods. Right, Sena, is it not so? In Japan, they use sushi and all this, and do they use chopstick again? They use their hand. Can you teach us how to pray with alligator? It is not for prayer, please. A misconception of what voodoo is and what Africa, which is prepared. Some of them, they will have alligator pepper mixed with other herbs. And then you just touch your tongue with that ache. Something like this. And when you speak to, or you make a prayer, the heavens, they may add alligator pepper and I'm sorry, I don't know about that. Thank you very much, Danilo. And then we have Telly, Marie, Telly. Oh no, again, Danilo again. Papa, what does it take to learn the book of divination? Oh, the book of divination is a book of divination. It's people write it in the. Those books are there, but then you need to learn what to use to do the reading in them. Book of dreams and all those things are also what to do with divination. Then we go to Telly Marie. Telly, good afternoon, Baba. Thank you very much, Telly. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us, and good afternoon to you. We have Leslie Omar. Papa, what is the use of ganja in spirituality? So if ganja is a herb and has got its own efficacy in doing certain things, the person who taught you what you are doing and tells you that ganja is supposed to be added to certain herbs to add them together to empower them. But if someone chooses to smoke ganja and get high before doing spiritual work, that's a different thing. But that's not what we teach here, because we don't use hallucination to acquire voodoo. We don't hallucinate, because if you are using hacking you, or you are the one working yourself. These are the things you need to know. So when you begin to think that you need to be high before approaching a voodoo, then you must be in a position to be able to control the voodoo that is with you, or control yourself. Otherwise, how will you know whether it is the voodoo that is working or it is your mind that is getting crazy? So Leslie, that is it. And then we have Joanne Blackpap is around you. So go back into your mind very recently. It could even come back from your childhood. When I was quite young, I used someone somewhere. Even that time, I didn't know anything about cremation. So it could be that at one time in my life, I was at a place where I used to cremate human beings. That remains with my soul or my inner self. That's why when a moment that occurs, I just know in my mind that they are cremating a human being somewhere, or somebody is dead and they are cremating the person. So you must know it is associated with any place, human being, or somewhere that you had been before, or anything that you had been around you. Then you can figure out what it is. Thank you, Joe. And then Rain of your boy again, Papa, on my watch, I always see 11:11. Does it mean anything? Because most of the time, if I look at my watch, I get to see 11. Yes, a lot of people talk about 11, 22, 20. Logical numerology. There's another field of spirituality called numerology. I did that I'm sorry. Yes, let's go. And then questions, and then we'll close because it's so we'll be taking about 3 more questions, and we need to attend to them. So we drink in voodoo. You are not supposed to sleep with a woman, or in every culture as a general, you are not against voodoo sapata, which is the epidemics. Because of that, we don't do it. So when you are not supposed to go and have sex in the bathroom, you are not supposed to have sex in the toilet. Those are ways of voodoo, because when you do, and you are in this culture, what things that may be happening to you, you will not know what is blocking your way. Because one, on the path to the toilet, I'm not talking necessarily about this modern toilets. In the olden days, people walk and go to the side of the village where there is a pit toilet. On that path, you would think that you are the only person. Somebody said, Amen. He waited because he read someone, so he thought that someone was there. He waited. So when you go and making love on these kind of places, other entities that are invisible entities that you don't see may see you and may do something to cross your way in one way or the other. And if a bad dream, a nightmare that you cannot understand, the first thing is to wake up and go to the toilet, narrate all the negative things that you saw in the dream, you flash it, and then it goes away. So that means in our Ewe culture, they still believe, even if we are using water closet and everything, the toilet is still respected as a place. So when you do something against Egu, and then it catches you, so and then when you are eating, don't eat and put your food on the chair or the seat that you are sitting on and be eating, or your drink. You are drinking and then you put the drink on the side of the chair. It's all against voodoo, because you will be in trouble. You may not know that that's the negative one among them that is angry may come and attack you. So there are so many little things in voodoo. So voodoo is not only pouring of libation and all this. It is a way of life of African people, not necessarily the Ewe people only. Africans in general, whether they are found in the east or west or north of nature. That's all we do. We all respect nature. So that can be termed as voodoo. We'll call it voodoo. Leslie again, what is the purpose of candles and incense in spirituality? Candles and incense is supposed to bring a beautiful aroma, so that the spirit that you are trying to work with can manifest or materialize. And also sometimes incense is also used like a cleansing of yourself, physical cleansing, and also to cleanse the face of the spirit. We believe that bathing is not only with water, sometimes to attract energies that want to see light. And then big sister, owl is called the same in America. And they say it's the same in America. Wow. Ajehe is the bed of the witches. That's how we call it in our language. So in Nigeria too. Aha. So the people who celebrate the owl as a most clever animal is their own. We saw a kite here. They didn't know it was night. The rain fell. And this kite is old. Aichu. It came and was standing on one of the doors outside. Hey, the children started running away. Hey, we saw a witch bed. We saw a jacket. So Cathy Fisher is saying, Papa, growing up, my grandmother always ate with her hands. She said it makes the food taste better. Yes, it is true. The hand makes the food taste well, because the connection of the energy that is coming, the vibrations and the waves that are coming from the hand before reaching you. That's how God created you. See the monkey in the forest, he didn't use fork before. So always use his hand and break and then chew the middle, then hold this one, then you chew this one small, then you chew this one small. And that's how we were sent into this way. When we were coming here, nobody gave us spoon. They didn't give us fork, but they gave us hands. Okay.
In addition to what one of my brothers asked about the forbidden things in the tradition, and if someone wants to pass under the rope that they used to sew cloth, some people will say it's not good. You must have to turn your back and then
Which cloth? Which cloth?
I mean, where they used to sew cloth, every rope that they sew. And the sheep cloth, maybe the short, the wash.
Okay. The shadow of the cloth. Okay.
I don't know what that.
No, but every culture has their own discipline, because even sometimes when we are praying, we say that people shouldn't pray when your shadow is in front of you. So you are praying. That's why we don't pray at midday. because your shadow is directly on you and you are praying. So you are praying to your shadow, and sometimes you are invoking energies and you are binding yourself. So maybe that's it. So Kadifisha, that is very true. What your grandmother say is true. Maybe she was an AV descent, I believe so. And then we have some more questions to answer, but the problem is our network started breaking. If we don't stop now, we will go off without saying goodbye to you people. Let me answer Abayomi Balogun in Lagos. Do you do kola nut divination? Yes, sometimes. Yes, sometimes we do kola nut. Kola nut divination is just the same like, what do you call it? Like the cowrie. So sometimes we do kola nut divination, but it's not what I do very much. It is when I am in a place and I don't have anything to use, then I get a kola nut, I can use it easily. Yes, thank you very much, Abayomi, for that question. And then the last one today will be for Danilo Imberile. Papa, I mean the book reading, what you have inside the Abochi. Oh, yes, Agbalen. Yes, I have that one. It's here. I didn't bring it out today because I was not going to use it. Yeah, my book. It's also yeah, this one. This is it's also for reading. I can just look into it and be Abochi. There are so many spirits. This is one of them, but this is completely separate. So by looking inside, you can do a whole reading, just like how I will use a mirror. Because now I want to separate it so that that's why I remove it from I want to use it on its own without this. And it's easy to carry anywhere I go. I can easily carry it, even put it in my pocket. I can use it for reading. Yes, that was in Berili. Yes. What does it take to learn book reading like the one you... It's the same. It's not necessary that it's because it's called book reading, so it is easier. No. All spirituality is the same. It is how your perception becomes that will make you to learn how to do the book reading. If you are your crystal ball, you look inside for 100 years, you don't even see an ant passing by until your eyes are open, until your ears are open through practicing and techniques that you will be taught by your teacher. Then once the psychic mind and the eyes are open, you can even use water to do a reading. You can even break a leaf, and then you look into the leaf and tell people stories, which will be real stories. It's not like a trial and error, but it is the beginning. If your psychic eyes are open, you can. So it is not like when you say book reading because it is easier than the mirror reading, or it is easier than cowrie reading. Cowrie is and the afar are more of a mathematics. When it falls 2, then you can know it is yes and answer. But when the yes and no come, there is the main odu or afadu that falls. It's going to tell the story. So the story will be told, and in that story, you become clear about what is happening in your life. So whether it is a book, or it is the cowrie, or it is the mirror, or it is the divination chain, whatever it is the same. You just need to get your initiation correctly and slowly. Everybody started from somewhere. We all started from somewhere. I'm done with today. I don't know how many questions are there. I think let me answer one more bonus question and then we'll go. And that is Patricia Amor, ganja crazy, Papa. Yeah, of course, people smoke ganja. If it's not good for you, you are smoking, you get crazy. Somebody can smoke it and even buff it. Nothing will happen to them. But somebody, let him smoke one. He start to touch the sky. I have seen here, we know he rushed into the house. He said, Papa, I see you. I can see you. I see you. I see you. What is happening? And then I have to let them catch him. Because if he gets out of the house and run into the road and a car knocks him, it will become my problem. Because he started seeing everything. He said, I see you. I see you. I see you. Hey, what is going on? Then we have to catch him down and start to pour water on him and all this. So it depends on each and every one. People have good blood. They can smoke a whole pot, big pot, like Bob Marley. They don't have problem. Somebody who just smoke small, before you know, it touches inside his oblongata. You cannot know anything again. So, so anyway, thank you very much, good people, for joining us. It has been a very interesting and a successful Facebook live streaming on Revolution, a real voodoo. We thank you all, and those of you who are on journey coming to African Magic Temple from wherever, from Ghana, from outside Ghana, who are on their way coming or preparing to come, I am wishing you all well, and I'm asking all the energies that I work with, Togbejo Pata, Akai, Abochi, Afa, and my Ese, that they should guide you and bring you safely and take you back home safely. I believe it will be. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm wishing you all a very good effort. Bye-bye. Okay, why won't you take the camera around? Take the camera around so that everybody who was here, at least, they were also part of here. Yes, yes. So, yes, you see, it is all male affair. We didn't get any woman coming to us today. Okay, thank